What's happening today, PIT family? On deck, again, we have Mr. Bill Burr, one of the funniest comedians. I've been seeing this video make its rounds in the YouTube street, so I decided I just wanted to go ahead and react to this video as well. You've probably seen reaction to it already, but I'm just going to give you my reaction. But I have, just to be honest with you, I have seen the video, so it's not going to be my first time see it, but it's going to be my first time reacting to it live with other people actually paying attention to it. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do that, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Just give me the HBO special, the Help Brother Out special. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content. I plan on pumping out more Bill Burr for like the next 30 days if I can find that many videos. If not, I'm going to move along to something else. If you have any suggestions, don't forget, put something down in the comment section so you know what you want me to react to coming up next. Let's go. This is Mr. Bill Burr, how the WNBA, women fail the WNBA. Huh. What an interesting title.
I saw a woman a couple months back, professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN.
And I think he's talking about the soccer player with the pink hair. If you watch the news, if you watch sports, you probably know her name is Megan Rapone. And she's been pretty vocal about the women's pay gap. And probably at the end of this video, I don't know if I will, at the end of this video, I may try to find another video that shows the WNBA bloopers or something like that, that shows how bad the WNBA really is, just to give you an idea.
One of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand, how come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes?
Because it's not the same, my
right?
baby.
And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea. Literally, I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets. Nobody is going to women's soccer games. You're playing in a 20,000 seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter
No, it's not.
lost his fucking ass on that gig.
Now, I don't know what he said right there. He said he lost his ass on that. I don't know what he said, that gig or something else. If you know what he said, please comment down below, because I don't know what he said right there. Whatever it was still funny.
I'm not saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC, you know, but nobody's watching your fucking sport.
No.
And then you're going to come and you're going to get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job to give a fuck about women's soccer, okay? I have men's sport to pay attention to. It's your bullshit, right? Dude, look at the WNBA. Dude, nobody in the WNBA got COVID. Nobody. They've been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century. Not to mention, it's a male-subsidized league. We gave...
And that's another thing. If the men, which is the NBA, and the commissioner is giving you money every single year, you still complain about how you're not making what the men are making. Number one, the men, they've been around for a lot longer. Two, you can more than likely name, most women can probably name more NBA players than WNBA players. Three, they have more advertising than you guys. WNBA does. I haven't seen a WNBA ad anywhere. Just a little bit of advice. If somebody's watching this and want to pass it on to WNBA, there's a way you can probably get more fans in the seats or even attract more people. One, you take a percentage of the total amount of income that you get from the WNBA, from the NBA that you're being subsidized from. And you said, we're going to take 1% of this money and we're going to start putting up ads on YouTube. We're going to put ads on Instagram. We're going to start putting ads on TikTok. We're going to put the ads on Facebook. And we're going to advertise this for a year straight, year round, and put our name out there so people who would like to even try to watch it, you can do that. Number two, you can start, since nobody's showing up, you can just start giving tickets away. If you, the first 100 people who show up get free tickets. there's ways to attract people to the game. The ladies just don't want to listen. There's another video out there with Shaq. It was on a set. I think it was a year ago. I'm not sure how long ago. Where Shaq was talking to Candace Parker, and they were talking about how he had an idea for them to get more attraction to the league, and he said lower the rims. And her response was, she looked at him like he had shit on his face. Like, what you mean lower the rims? I can dunk just like you can dunk, but it really is not as exciting. Men are taller, men are faster, men are stronger. Zion Williamson. There are rookies there's guys on the bench in the WNBA who can dunk. There are guys on the bench in the NBA who's a lot more exciting to watch than starters in the WNBA, and that's just what it is. You have to bring some kind of excitement. Maybe the ladies should have an all-star weekend. Maybe they should have a dunking contest where they actually lower the rim, where the ladies can dunk so you can bring people in. Another reason why the NBA makes more money is because they have advertising on the jerseys. This is something they just started in the last 5 to 10 years, but they have companies who put pretty much ads on their jerseys. All the NBA jerseys have an ad for somebody. When you look at the NBA in the background, it's always a bank. It's always something behind them. That's more advertising dollars. That's why they make so much money. They're the number one show for that particular day, or even for the whole week. The NBA, I mean, even though it's down a little bit, they still get millions of views. If you go back and you go watch the WNBA parade, just like nobody out there. When you go watch the NBA parade, just like going to Mardi Gras. So it's a difference. You have to attract more people to the products you're putting out. And one, you have to make it more exciting. You have to lower the rims. If you lower the rims, that'll make it a lot better. But they don't want to hear it. They want to do the same thing the men are doing. That's where that feminism mindset comes in, where I can do the same thing a man can do. But clearly, there's not a lot of women who can actually dunk. And when they do, it's not as exciting as watching any man dunk. It's just not, because men are just more explosive. They can jump higher. They can run faster. They're more athletic. So it just looks a lot better. So if you lower the rims, that would exactly help. Now, would it take an adjustment? Yes, it would. But would you rather not make that adjustment, or would you rather make more money? So that's just me and my 2 cents, throwing out some ideas that they could use if they wanted to, which I don't think is any brainstorming involved. What I just said is pretty simple. But whether they would do it or not, I have no clue.
Yeah, fucking league. None of you showed up. Where are all the feminists?
Who are the feminists?
That place should be packed with feminists. Faces painted, wearing jerseys, slashing their titties. Going fucking nuts like the guys do. In the upper deck with their big beer titties. Am I on the Jumbotron?
I guarantee you more women showed up for Roe v. Wade in the streets than they showed up for the WNBA games. More women showed up to protest for Roe versus Wade than they supported the WNBA teams in their city. You saw more women probably outside screaming and yelling after Trump became president, walking around with the nookie hats on, than they supported the WNBA. That's crazy. So that pretty much tells me where your priority is. It's not really about empowering women. So why aren't the women supporting women's soccer? Because the women aren't even interested in women's soccer. The women aren't even interested as men in sports because the product isn't that good. That was actually a league called bikini football. I don't know if you watch this, go ahead and go to YouTube and type in bikini football. That was a league at one time. I don't know if it's still going on. I haven't really looked it up in a while, but I was like, what is this? I don't even know how it showed up in the YouTube stream that I was watching, like in the YouTube algorithm. It was like bikini football. It was like, what? All they were wearing was shoulder pads with bikinis and a helmet. It's like, if that's not going to attract men to watch it, go ahead and look and see how many views were on that. If that's not going to attract men to watch that sport, then how do you think men are going to watch the WNBA? Because apparently it's not as big because you've been hearing about it. Apparently it's not as successful or you'd be hearing about it. So if that's not being as successful, then why do women think the WNBA would be successful?
I doing it! Yeah. You didn't. None of you went to the fucking games. None of you. You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies, name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all time.
I can name a couple. I'm gonna try to name some. I know Sue Bird. I know, what's the other girl name? I know Candace Parker. I know, I can't remember the names. I know I remember these names, but now I can't even remember. I know I remember some. I said Sue Bird, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, and I know it's some other ones. Just Rebecca Lobo, I think, and there's another girl. I forget. I can't remember her name, but I know her face. She's a white girl with a ponytail. I forgot her name, but I know that I can't remember the name because I don't watch it as much. But if I did, I would know the name. But I don't know. That's all I give you.
Come on.
And I'm a guy.
That's it. Name 5 WNBA teams. Name them.
Let me try to name 5. We have the Lynx. We have the Sparks. And that's all I know.
A WNBA team in your fucking city. You can't do it. You don't give a fuck about them. They play night in and night out in front of nobody. It's a fucking tragedy, right? And then meanwhile,
Tell it.
you look at the Kardashians. They're making billions. You look at those Real Housewives shows. They're making money hand over fist because that's what women are watching.
This woman went from hardly nothing to now she's a billionaire. This woman has her own, I think she has her own makeup line, her own perfume, because women support her. If women supported her and the Kardashians like they supported the same thing like the WNBA, they would make more money because of ticket sales. Another thing the NBA pays off of, I think they get paid off of the jerseys. So if nobody's buying the jerseys, nobody's buying the tickets, where are you making money? That's why the league is subsidized, because the NBA is losing money supporting you, but they actually make more money because of the product that they put out, because of the playoffs, because of tickets, because of concessions, because of jersey sales, because of the advertising on the actual jerseys, because of the TV deals that they have. The WNBA makes money hand over fist, but they're giving the money away to the WNBA to try to help them out, and this is what they get. They get told, we're not making enough, we need more. We want to get paid more than the men do. Sue Bird is better than Steph Curry. You get these comparisons. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I know there's some comparisons, like somebody saying such and such is better than LeBron James, and it's like, cut it out. Stop playing.
The money listens. You don't want to watch this shit? You watch this shit? You just shoot it over there, drowning these whores in money, in purses, in shoes, in Botox. It's just raining. It's raining money.
Yeah, he's yelling and screaming.
Yeah. So, the money listens. You'd rather watch that shit.
More women probably showed up to watch this comedy skit than the WNBA games. I wonder how many people showed up in that audience. I don't know for sure, but I would have to say that it sounded like more women showed up for this skit, the Burr comedy show, than WNBA games.
Real Housewives, bunch of women just tearing each other down. Well, maybe that's why your husband left you. Maybe that's why your husband left. That's why you can't have kids, bitch. That's why your ass is as flat as your titties, bitch, right? That's the message you sent. We would rather watch that than see a bunch of women come together as a team and try to achieve a common goal. We would rather watch them actually fucking destroy each other. Yeah. No. And then in the end, you come back and you fucking yell at guys. And it's like, all right, so let me get this straight. I have to buy you a drink, stop the axe murderer from coming through the fucking window, and I have to watch WNBA games for you? Like, when are you going to pick up your end of the couch?
That's it, man. That's crazy. Like, let me see if I can find the other videos of what I was talking about with Candace Parker and the Shaq, and he was trying to give them a solution for the WNBA, and they just did not want to hear it. Crazy. Okay, I found the video. This is Shaq talking to Candace Parker on why the WNBA should lower the rim. Got a little ad right here.
To do, taught by the best to ever do it. It's thousands of lessons with intimate access to Mariah, Malala, Metallica, and so many more.
Come on.
$15 a month.
Oh, for all of them? Got it.
Masterclass.
Can't skip it.
WNBA game is here. NBA game is here.
Oh my God, that looks horrible. Let me see if I can get this resolution. This looks like a horrible video. Hold on, let me see if I can find a better video. Okay, let's try this one. See what we got here. Let's see what we got. My internet is not the best, so let's see if this is gonna play right. Misfit Nation podcast. How long is the video?
Did you hear about Shaq? What Shaq said, and he's catching some backlash for it right now.
It had to be, I haven't heard it, but he.
It's crazy if he's catching backlash for giving a suggestion on how to make their league better because the men are actually paying for their league. Shaq probably could pay them out of his own pocket. Shaq, LeBron, Jordan, those guys could probably pay the league. They probably could buy the WNBA while these ladies are not even thinking about taking advice from other people. I mean, those guys could probably come in and take over and just buy the WNBA and just because of the money that they have, but they don't want to take those guys' advice.
Probably like defended a cop or something.
No.
Oh, okay. Because he is a cop.
What he did is he was talking to one of the WNBA players.
10 years ago.
And he made
this is gold.
You saw this?
No, I haven't seen this.
Okay.
I just know it's going to be gold.
He made the suggestion to...
Don't say it. Just play the video.
Just play it fair. Fair enough.
Why it sounds so? Why it looks so bad?
WNBA game is here. NBA game is here.
Why is this video so hard?
Now it's here. I have a way to make it equal. Just listen to me now. You ready?
All right.
We've heard it.
Yeah, we've.
So in beach
She already had the condescending voice before you said it. Like she didn't want to hear it.
volleyball, the women's men is
Look at the face. She didn't even hear the idea, and she's already giving faces, making the weird tones in her voice. Like, I don't know what you're about to say, but I know I'm not going to like it already.
maybe half an inch long. You think if we just lower the rim so y'all can dunk like we dunk, that'll give y'all more than you already have?
No.
Nah. See, look at it. Nah, we don't need it. We're okay. We're doing just fine. We don't need your help. We don't want to lower our rims. It's not going to help us. When we watch NBA games, people are getting dunked on. What do you see happening in the stands when people get dunked on? What do you see happening in the stand when somebody does a step back and the guy's falling on his behind and somebody knocks down a three? That's what I think the ladies are missing. If you had somebody who's getting dunked on every night and you made the game more exciting, more guys probably would come check it out. Like, let me see what's going on over there. And if I don't like it, then I'll leave. But
I mean, because listen, y'all are doing the step back, the pull back. Y'all doing everything we're doing.
don't want to hear it.
I don't see a lot of people going up with two hands and
Dunked on.
Oh, it's coming. Opportunity is a.
So you don't think if we just
Opportunity is a.
If the league, I don't know, I had to look it up how long the league has been around. If no woman in the league since it's been in existence, I've never seen a woman get dunked on. I've seen dunks on fast breaks by some women. There's very few women who can dunk. I'm pretty sure there's less than 10 women all time in WNBA that can dunk. So all women can't dunk. The majority of men, most men, almost every man in the NBA can dunk except the very, very short ones. Majority of men, I would say 90 to 95% of men in the NBA can dunk. And he's saying, here's a suggestion, just lower the rim so everybody can dunk, and that would make it a little bit more exciting. It actually would make it easier for layups. Your layups would be a lot easier. It won't be as many air balls. That would actually help, but they're saying, oh, okay, I can do it, I can handle it. I got this. We can handle this.
Nah.
It's called
Opportunity is a
steroids.
Oh my God! I've always made this argument. Women's basketball is boring because they don't dunk. If they just dunked, it might be a little bit.
Right. There's no excitement. People, if you go watch even if you watch football, I'm gonna name the sports I watch, and some of the ones that I used to watch, I don't even watch anymore. I watch football. Currently, I watch the NBA. I wasn't really into golf, but I watched it a long time ago. I used to watch wrestling and baseball. All of those sports, which ones don't have any excitement to them? Baseball may be the least because it's the longest and there's not a lot of excitement. But everything I just named has a increment of excitement in somewhere. And in NFL, somebody's about to get their head knocked off. The quarterback's about to make this amazing throw. Somebody's about to make an amazing run. There's some level of excitement. If you don't have any excitement, then nobody's going to be there to watch it. This is not high school where people are just showing up because you have the high school logo on and they're supporting their team, they're supporting their alma mater. This is the NBA where everything anybody wants to watch it who can. You have a whole planet who chooses not to watch it. A great majority of the planet decides not to watch it because it's not interesting. Why do you think people watch NBA in the NFL? Because it's exciting. You're not making your league excited enough. If you're not, then you're probably going to lose some of the people that you already even have. I'm going to let them finish talking to see what they have to say because I've never watched this. Then I'm going to move on to another video where another guy made another suggestion. I think it was the same thing, but I just want to show you a reaction to another player with the same thing.
More entertaining.
It's boring because it's women playing a competitive sport.
Well, look,
they don't have the drive.
They want their shit, but Shaq's making a logical argument. You're not,
and he's being very contrite about it too.
You're not as athletic as a.
And men are more physical. If you watch, I guarantee you, if you watch an NBA game, you watch a WNBA game, the men are just more physical. They're more physical.
Guy, why don't we just lower the rim just a little bit so you can be a little bit more entertaining?
Right.
To fit your physicality.
To be real, the reason why they're not allowed to dunk, because most NBA women basketball players could dunk, is because they have breasts going up.
That's all.
A lot of contact to the chest area.
Let's do it.
They don't have chest plates for that.
Women are no constrictive shit.
Man, cut it out. If a woman's breast goes up, they have sports bras on. So if they go up and dunk, they're not jumping that damn high. Cut it out. Women ain't jumping so high their breasts hitting the rim. This dude tripping. Did I misunderstand? Did he say that it's because their breasts hitting the rim? Did I just hear that?
Women also have a different center of gravity than men do. So they can't jump as high, they can't run as fast. That whole kind of
well,
deal.
according to her, opportunity is a.
And I think later on she goes and said her daughter's going to be step back, drop step dunking. All that means is you catch the ball right by the rim in the post. If you know what I'm talking about, you catch the ball close to the rim, and you turn and you jump and you dunk. That was something I used to be able to do in high school. I probably can't do it now because I'm older. That was something I used to be able to do in high school. Just turn, catch the ball in the post, turn around, and just dunk. And most boys can dunk right now, coming out of high school. And most women can't dunk, on a regular one, but they're saying, oh yeah, we're going to be able to do it. Yes, we are. You just rule the day. I'm telling you, wagging their fingers at your face. Oh yeah, it's going to happen very soon. I don't think it is. I think it's kind of like if you don't see women dunking in college, you're more likely not going to see them dunking in the WNBA because most women are not that tall. And the women who are the height of dunking, the men are in the NBA are dunking 360 style with those guys. There was a guy, go look up a guy named Muggsy Bogues, an old NBA player. The man was like 5 foot, and the man could dunk if he was not shorter than that. He won the dunking contest. The man's name was Muggsy Bogues. Go look it up, people.
Albert, what does that mean? Opportunity.
What
What are they gonna put trampolines up?
Slam ball.
Slam ball, yes.
Look, put him in some
Slam ball was dope.
some slam ball. That might be alright.
Here's the problem too with the whole thing, right? Shaq, of all people, and I'm surprised by this, was trying to be very careful.
Right, he was trying to be nice because normally Shaq isn't trying to bite his tongue. He even was pausing a couple seconds trying to say, "Let me say this the right way so I don't offend her," and she still got offended. Like, I'm just giving you a suggestion that's going to help. I want you to talk to the league and see if we lower the rims by a half an inch. The ladies who can dunk could dunk better. You could do the drop step dunking. People would get dunked on, and I don't think they realize the layups would be a lot easier. A lot of jump shots wouldn't be air balls. That would actually make you guys look a little bit more athletic if you lower the rim.
Like he was going like, listen, just listen. I'm being serious. I'm not making fun of you.
Right.
He could be trolling. I don't know, but it sounds like he's being serious.
It sounds like he's being serious. Right?
Yeah.
And
he's giving us serious criticism. He's right.
I agree.
100%.
I don't agree with Shaq on a lot of things, but yeah, this one might got it. So.
And he might be right that it might make the sport better.
That's it for that one. Let me go ahead and get to the next one that I saw. This is a WNBA star, Brianna Stewart, who shoots down Tracy McGrady, another NBA all-time great player. And he says the same thing on lowering the rim. Now let me see what was the time frame of the videos. This was in March 2021. I don't know when this video was made, but I'm showing this one here was made a couple years ago. So even a couple years ago, somebody tried to give another suggestion, which was similar, but they didn't want to hear it then.
Who better to have on the welcome the
Man, I'm hating the how these videos look.
number 1 overall pick of the 2016 draft, Brianna Stewart.
He's nice.
Thank you for joining us.
And another thing, he just reminded me of something when he said that. That was a guy who said number something something. I forgot the lady name. She looks nice. And the lady took offense to it. The man, I don't know if he was complimenting her body or if he was complimenting her game. And she went to social media, was like, yeah, I know, I was just talking crazy, like women, you can't even say nothing to these women without hearing something crazy. So a man can't even react to the way you play. He can't react to the way you look, but you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to do this. We got it. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. I'm trying to make the resolution a little bit better because I don't want it to be like we in the 20s where you can't, the resolution is so low. Let's see what we got.
We're supposed to talk about.
Uh-oh. Did I mess it up? Come on. Okay. Let me go down. 360. Let's try this again. Come on, internet. And then you got over here, the WNBA continues to be a national disgrace. Brittany Griner's coach, if it was a LeBron,
Basketball.
he'd be
Talking about bling. Y'all always messing with me.
are.
Look at her.
I know.
Stop.
Number 1 overall pick.
Stop.
You weren't the number 1 overall pick. I'm sorry.
Oh, cut it out. Oh, that's trying to throw shade at McGrady. Cut it out now. How you trying to throw shade at this man?
So, there you go. Well, more than just what she's wearing on her wrist, I got to just start with the car. We're going to start about basketball, but I'm sorry. You posted on your IG that you have some new wheels.
Oh, this is getting aggravating. I don't want to put it on 144. Man, had to lower the resolution a little bit lower.
Thank you for joining us. We're supposed to talk about basketball.
Talking about bling. Y'all always messing with me. Look at her.
I know.
Stop.
Number 1 overall pick.
Stop.
You weren't the number 1 overall pick. I'm sorry.
No.
So, there you go. Well,
Wow,
more than just what she's wearing on her wrist, I got to just start with the car. We're going to start about basketball, but I'm sorry. You posted on your IG that you have some new wheels. Would you please show us that?
Hold on. They paying like that in the WNBA?
That new Mozzie. And look at the shoes. What? I think, ladies, don't take this the wrong way. I think sometimes y'all just do stuff just to impress other people. I know it's not all of you, but it's like he said. Are they really paying y'all this much? She's probably working somewhere else. I would hope she can afford it in case she does get hurt.
Well, they pay like that overseas.
Overseas. Right? You better go overseas.
That's why Brittany Griner went overseas, because they make more money overseas. Which, I mean, I don't blame them.
Right? Look at that. All right, please tell us what you got here. Brag a little.
I have a Maserati Levante S Gran Lusso. It's a crossover. I love it.
That's dope.
It's fast.
She got it on Saturday night. She drove it pretty much everywhere, and then she had to come down here.
Yep.
So she likes being here.
First
with us,
car?
let's be honest.
That's honestly your first car?
The one that I bought, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what was your first car, Brian?
Chevy Cavalier.
Totally the same.
91.
Totally the same. I'm also going to compliment your shirt, which I like very much. So there you go. Show the people. Do you feel pressure as a number 1 pick? Because we'll have a new number 1 pick coming up tomorrow night. How much pressure comes with that? Because the WNBA is always partly about playing basketball and partly about you have to help women's sports and all of that stuff that people always tell you.
I think it is a little bit of pressure. Obviously, coming in, every year we have new faces coming into the league, and especially people are going to remember who's the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, let's see what kind of game we got.
Yeah, absolutely. And do y'all do you guys have a little hazing come in for whoever gets picked first?
Of course we have no hazing.
No, never. Would never happen in any professional sports league at all. Everyone loves watching the Storm play. I especially just love the uniforms because of what they remind me of. What do you guys expect for the team this season?
I think we're really looking forward to an exciting.
What the heck? I didn't press. What the hell? I guess that's gonna be. I don't want to take all day. These videos are not loading correctly. My internet is acting crappy. So that's it. That's all. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next upcoming reaction video. It's gonna be more. Bill Burr started this conversation. Now we led all the way down to the WNBA. Thank you for watching.